Dear students, in this section we will see second practical of computer organization and architecture. So the aim of this practical is study of assembler directives. So what is assembler directives? There are some instruction in the assembly language program which is not a part of 8086 instruction set, but these are the instruction to the assembler, linker and loader, and the assembler these are called as the assembler directives. These assembler directives enable us to control a way in which a program assembles, and it lists them during the assembly of a program, and it does not generate any executable machine code. Okay, so these are the assembler directive, which are the instruction to the assembler, linker and loader. So we will see these assembler directives one by one. First is the align assembler directive. This align directive forces the microprocessor assembler to align the next segment to, which is divisible by specified divisor. For example, align 8. Okay, so this forces the assembler to align the next segment to the address which is divisible by 8. Okay, next is assume directive, which is used to assign the logical segment to the physical segment. As we know, there are only 4 physical segments and there are number of logical segments, so the assume directive is used to assign the logical segment to the physical segment. Next is the code. Dot code. This directive provides a shortcut to define the code segment, as well as dot data, which is used to define this is the shortcut way to define the data segment. Then db, dw, dd, dg and dt. So db is the defined byte. When we want to define or declare a variable of byte type, that is of 8 bits, then we can use the db directive. dw is the word which is used to define the variable of 16 bit. Define double word, which is used to define the variable of 32 bit. Define quad word, which is used to define the word of or variable of 64 bit. And define 10 bytes, which is used to define the variable of 80 bits. Okay, so it is used to define the variable of particular type. See here, example is there, amount db 10h, 20h, 30h and 40h. So here the amount is the variable which is of type db and which is the array which store these values. Next is dup. So this directive can be used to initialize the several location and assign a value to it. Okay, for example, nmu, dup and the value. If for example the variable is nmu, dup 10, nmu 10, dup 0. So what this dup directive will do, it will assign the 10 memory location for the nmu and it will assign the value 0 in that memory location. Okay, it allocate the 10 memory location and it will put the value 0 in that memory location. Next is end. So this directive is put at the end of the assembly language program and it will indicate that this is the end of the program, and if there is any statement after the end, it will be ignored by the assembler. Then EQU. So this directive is used to redefine the data name or variable with another data name or variable or with immediate value. Okay, for example, EQ 10 means what? Means it will assign a value 10 to the variable A. Next is even. This directive tells the assembler to advance its location counter that is align an event storage boundary. Extern, this directive is used to inform the assembler that the name or label following the directive are in some another assembly module, means it is external to the module. Next group, this directive is used to group the same type of the segment under one name. Label, this is used to give the label to the program so that the jump or call instruction can use that label to jump to that location. Length, it is an operator which tells the assembler to determine the number of elements in the data item. Then next is macro and endm. So it is used to define a macro. Macro is used to define the macro or to start a macro, and endm is used to end that macro. Model, this directive provides a shortcuts in defining a segment. Next is offset. It is an operator which is used to determine the offset value of a name, data item or variable. For example, if I will write offset message 1, so it will determine the offset value of this variable message 1. Then PTR, it is used to assign a specific type to a variable or to a label. Then proc and np. So here the proc and np is used to define the procedure and to end that procedure. Okay, so as we have seen, there are two types of procedure, near procedure and far procedure. So to define that procedure, this proc, proc and np directive is used. Proc is used to start at the starting of the procedure and np will define the end of that procedure. Next is public. So this directive is used to tell the assembler that specified name or label will be accessed from the other module. So we can call public as a access specifier. Segment and end. So if you want to define the segment, so this segment directive is used, and end is will define the end of that segment. For example, code segment, which will define the code segment, and at the end of this segment we can write code ends. Okay, so this segment directive is used to at the starting at that segment, and ends will define the end of that segment. Short, so it is an operator to tell the assembly that only one byte displacement is needed to code a jump instruction. Means when short jump is used, at that time the short assembler directive is used. Stack is used, means it is a shortcut method to define the stack segment. Title helps to control the format of listing of an assembled program, and type is, it is an operator which tells assembler to determine the type of specified variable. Type means what? Means if the variable is of db type, it defines whether that variable is of db type or dw type or dq type or dt type. That will give this type variable. So this is regarding the assembler directives which are used in the assembly language programming. Okay, so thank you so much.